So Alice, you were one of our first hospice volunteer for our first hospice patient.
Yes, that's right, and I was frightened,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a wonderful experience, absolutely marvelous.
And now you are still involved in hospice, but in a little different aspect of it.
Yes, that's right, I'm now a resident at High Acres, and hospice serves me in a wonderful way.
And how do we help you? How do we serve you, Alice?
Well, a registered nurse named Lisa, who is absolutely marvelous, comes to see me several times a week, checks all my vitals, visits with me where my pain level is at. And it's just nice to see her smiling face and to visit a bit with her. She is just a charmer.
And Alice, how has hospice changed from when you started in as a volunteer to this time when you're now finding yourself as a patient?
Well, it's quite different to be a patient than to be a volunteer, obviously, but my volunteer days were wonderful because I hesitate to call it was rewarding is the term I guess I like to use, because we got to intermingle with not only the patient but also with the family, and I treasured that time I was able to spend with them.
And do you still find that hospice is rewarding to you in the opposite aspect?
Absolutely. When they came and one of the nurses came and visited with me about my reaction to calling hospice in, I said by all means, because I know how they operate. And I know they're wonderful with pain control, and my level is a bit high, so that was a wonderful opportunity.
And do you feel like your pain is being well controlled with hospice caring for you?
They're doing everything they can, and they certainly have gotten it to a much lower level. They've been very persevering in pursuing that.
And at one time, Alice, you were concerned about hospice not, if you do so well, that hospice would possibly be discharging you. Is that still a concern? We've discussed that.
It is no longer a concern because I've been convinced that they will be here for me. And I really appreciate that. It's a very assuring aspect of my stay here because I know that they'll be right beside me. And I have witnessed that with others, and now I happen to be the recipient, and that's really special.